All right, this will be an interesting one. So the third lesson I learned in 2022, and this isn't so much of a lesson, but I guess a realization or a thing that I experienced was this was the first year, I think, in my entire life where I wish I had a father. Now, I haven't told anyone this. I haven't shared this with anyone. I haven't really spoken about this. But in the same way, I think if you lost your dad or your mom, of course it would be a horrible thing to go through, but I think it would almost be, it'd be weird for you to go through life without, let's say, your dad. I have the opposite. To me, it's almost weird, the idea of having a father. You know, for me growing up without one, it's weird, the idea that I would go on my phone and text my dad, call my dad and ask him for advice or ask him for guidance or just a feeling of safety. Like someone has your back. And I think this year, I don't know why, it just started to dawn on me that I really have no one. I really am alone in this. And there's no one that I can call. There's no one I can turn to. And I think even if I had a dad, he probably wouldn't be able to understand the things that I have to go through on a daily basis, the pressures, the crazy things I have to deal with, the responsibility that I have on my shoulders at this age. But I think this is the first year where I wish I had someone who shared my blood, who created me, who I could call. Even if he didn't know what it was like to run multiple companies, just someone to call, I think I'm just going around in circles. I think I just realized this year, like, I don't have a dad. I never have. And some of you guys may know little tidbits of my story. Some of you guys may not. But basically my biological father, he was alcoholic, abusive. So my mom tells me the craziest stories about that. And the reason it's funny is not because of the things she went through are horrendous. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. The reason I laugh is because my mom is just so Russian, the way that she tells me. I mean, it really is insane. I mean, it's just very Russian. It's very crazy. My stepdad was by far the most evil man on earth that I have ever met, bar none. And I guess I have to be grateful because that shaped the person that I am today. But ladies and gentlemen, I wish I didn't know so much about Satanism. I wish I didn't know so much about evil. I wish I didn't know the dark, cold reality of what goes on in this world. I cannot explain to you the feeling when you watch Monsters, Inc., when you're 7 years old and everyone thinks that it is a movie, that it's a child's movie, that it's just another Pixar, Disney, that it's just a friendly Pixar, Disney movie. And you're 7 years old and you realize that that movie is about Satanism. You're 7 years old and you realize that just like real evil, just like real Satanism, you think of everything that God is. And I've been very public for very, very many years that I have always believed in God. I've never been an atheist. And the reason I believe in God is because of evil. Because I understand there's dark and there's light. You think of everything that these holy texts preach, and then think of the opposite. Think about a world where you get rewarded for imparting evil onto others. Ladies and gentlemen, watch Monsters, Inc. again. And then you realize something very, very scary about a lot of these children's films, which is that it's all about Satanism. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what runs the world. And who knows, I might even get deleted for that. But anyways, I think that's a very long story for another day. The main point is, I realized this year how alone I am. I have the most incredible support system. My close friends are the people who were there when I had nothing. I genuinely could not ask for a more incredible circle around me. My gift from God was a mother that is so amazing. She makes up for a mother, a father, a grandma, a grandpa. She's the only family I need. But at the end of the day, I am alone. I'm alone. I have no one to turn to. And it is a level of loneliness very, very few people will understand. And I don't know why, but I just had this weird feeling this year, for the first time in my entire life, that I kind of just wish I had a dad. And maybe it's just this fantasy in my mind that, if I had a dad, that I would have someone that I could turn to, that I feel like that could make me feel a little less alone in my endeavors and my conquests and my pursuits and everything that I'm doing. But who knows, maybe if I had a dad, he wouldn't be any of those things. So maybe it is just that. Maybe it is a fantasy. And who knows, maybe my great gift is that I have an incredible mother and me, and that's about it. I would be lying to you if I sat here and I said that it does not plague my mind. And it does not matter what skin color you are. It does not matter where you went to school. It does not matter what college or university you went to. There is not a single thing on earth that puts you at a bigger disadvantage than growing up in a single parent home. And let's be honest, 90+% of the time, that means growing up in a single mother household. And I'm very proud of myself for fighting through all of that, overcoming adversity, overcoming challenges. But I'm not gonna lie, I live in a $10 million beachfront villa here in Dubai. And I sit sometimes outside on my dining table, I smoke a cigar, I look out into the ocean, and I wonder, why does he never call me? Why has he never tried to reach out? So as I said, who knows, maybe it's just some fantasy in my mind. And who knows, maybe I'm a lot happier without a dad. But hey, I've never tried to hide things from you or sugarcoat my life for the past 7 years. I'm not gonna start doing it now. All right, swiftly moving on. The fourth thing I learned in 2022, it's that it's okay to have a year where you